Hi friends, in this video we are going to see about what is battery and what are the different sizes of batteries are available and what is the specifications are noted on that battery, and finally depending upon the size where that batteries are used. So before that, subscribe our channel Triple E Encyclopedia. So now let us see what is battery, that is cell. But actually in our days we are using the term battery, right? We are not using cell, but actually the cell is nothing but it is the device. It is used to convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Okay, and battery means the number of cells are connected in series or parallel to work together and to produce the electrical energy. So this is the main difference between cell and battery. Okay, so we are using the single cell, means it is called a cell. A number of cells are connected together and it gives more voltage or more current, means that are all called battery. And next one is that these are all the different sizes of cell. So see that first one is the uh, D type cell, and C, and AA, triple A, and finally 4A and PP3. These are all the different sizes of batteries available. And what is AA cell, right? So the D, C, AA, triple A, 4A, PP3, these are all having different dimensions, that is different length and diameter. So that there are called a AA, triple A, like that. So for example, if the AA cell, the length will be 49.2 to 50.5 mm. In terms of inches, it may be 1.94 to 1.99 inches, and including the button terminal. And diameter of that ASL is 13.5 to 14.5 mm. And the positive terminal button, the minimum length will be 1 mm, that is a height will be 1 mm, and the maximum diameter is 5.5 mm. And the flat negative terminal, the minimum diameter is of 7 mm. So these are all the what are the length, diameter of height, that is height of the AA cell. So see that double A and triple A cell. So normally the nominal voltage of the AA triple A cell will be 1.5 volt or 1.2 volt or 1.4 volt also available. So these are all battery sizes, right? AA, triple A, 4A, DC, PP3. These are all representing the sizes of battery. So here normally see this one, that AA battery, that is this is the AA battery. So here this is thick and tall as compared to this AAA battery, right? So the AA battery is thick and tall, but the AAA battery is thin and small. So actually the AA battery capacity is more as compared to AAA battery. So the AA battery is most commonly used one as compared to AAA. And next one is the application of AA cell. Okay, so it is a cell. Actually, we are using the term battery, but the correct representation is cell. So, what are the places AA cell is used? TV and AV remote controller, a wireless outdoor light controller, and the computer keyboard, mouse, LED flashlights, kids' toys, pet toys, smoke detector, and also alarm, wireless alarm sensor, wall clock, battery backup for AC clock, and remote control toys. These are all the places we are using AA cell. Actually, in the wall clock, we are using AA cell, right? Okay. And the next one is the AAA cell application. So these are all used in small electronic devices like TV remote control, MP3 player, digital camera. Okay, so this is very thin and small. So this AAA cell is normally used in the digital cameras. So see this one, the AA devices that require the same voltage, but it draws more current, right? If you are comparing the AA and AAA cell, AA cell that will draw more current, right? It gives more current. And next one is the 4A cell application, right? So 4A cell means as compared to AAA cell, it is again somewhat smaller than the AAA cell. But these Fourier cells are nowadays not commonly used. Only the AA and AAA cell is most commonly used. So some of the applications of Fourier cell is the laser pointers, LED pen light, glucose meter, and a small headphone amplifier. But not this AAA, that is Fourier cell is not as popular as AAA and AA type batteries, and it is not also commonly available. And the next one is the D cell. So here see this one, the diameter of the D cell is somewhat greater than AA and AAA cell. So here the nominal voltage of this D cell battery is 1.5 volt, and it is used for the places where that load consumes more current, that is the high current drain applications. This D cell is used. So the example or the places where we are using the D cell is nothing but the large flashlight, radio receiver, and transmitter. So these are all the applications of D cell. And next one is the C cell. It is having the nominal voltage of 3 volt, and it is mainly used where the load consumes medium current, right? So medium current drain applications, this C cell is used. For example, toys, flashlights, musical instrument, this C cell is used. And next one is the PP3 battery. So this is well known battery. We have known very well about this one. That is most of the many projects for power, that is power supply, this PP3 battery used. The battery is having the nominal voltage of 9 volt, and its shape is a rectangular prism shape with rounded edges and a polarized snap connector at the top. So where this is commonly used, the walkie-talkies, clocks, and smoke detectors, this PP3 battery is used. Actually, PP3 cell, commonly we said PP3 battery. And next we will see what are the technical terms are used in the battery. Okay, so the first one is the power capacity. So actually each and every cell we have seen the specifications that they have mentioned, that is milliamps hour and also voltage rating. Okay, so the first one is the power capacity. It nothing but it represents the energy stored in the battery. Okay, so it is normally measured in terms of watt hour. So we know the formula for watts. The watt is nothing but it is a voltage into current. So the first technical term is the power capacity. Already said that. So here it is energy. It represents the energy stored in the battery. The unit of the power capacity will be watt hour. So we know the formula for watt hour. That is voltage current. That is voltage current and is called as the watts. And here the voltage will be maintained constant. So the final term will be current into hours, so that the unit for the power capacity of the battery is ampere hour or milliampere hour. We if you take one battery and see this specification is available. So the battery rating is for example the battery rating is 400 milliampere hour, means what it means. So let us see. So here this is the cell. So here consider this is the cell. We are having the specification 400 milliampere hour, and also 3 volt nominal voltage is available. So here the 400 milliampere hour, it represents the power capacity of the battery. Okay, so what is the meaning of this one? So here what is the 400 milliampere hour? So the normally the battery has the capacity to deliver 400 milliampere for 1 hour, right? So the 400 milliampere hour represents per hour. For 1 hour that battery gives a current value of 400 milliampere, otherwise 0.4 amps. So the time that the battery works continuously depending upon the current consumed by the load, right? So for example, if the load consumes only 4 milliamps, right? So actually the rating of the battery is 400 milliampere hour. So it gives 400 milliamps for 1 hour, right? For 1 hour it gives 400 milliampere. Suppose that load consumes only 4 milliamps, means that battery can be used for 100 hours, right? So the battery that provides the 4 milliamps for 100 hours. Okay, so depending upon the current consumed by the load, the battery provide the current for particular hour. Another one example, suppose the load consumes 40 milliamps, so the battery will work up to 10 hours, right? Okay, so how we are calculating, that is the 4 milliampere hour is the power rating of the particular battery divided by the load current. We can get the number of hours that battery will alive. Okay, so number of hours that battery will alive, and continuously it gives current or supply to the particular load. So it is the meaning of this 400 milliampere hour, that is for 1 hour what is the current given by the battery is represented by 400 milliampere hour. Okay, so next one, this consider here I have considered another one battery, that is 1600 milliampere hour, right? So here this cell having the specification as AA and 1600 milliampere hour. So okay, power capacity of the battery is 1600 milliampere hour. So suppose the load consumes 1600 milliamps, it will operate up to 1 hour. Suppose the load that consume 160 milliampere, it will give the supply to the load up to 10 hours. The load consumes 800 milliamps, means that battery gives the supply to the load up to 2 hours, and 60 to provide 60 milliamps for 100 hours. So depending upon the current consumed by the load, the battery can be operated for a particular hour, right? So depending upon the load current, the battery alive for 1 hour, 2 hour or 100 hours, like that. And next one is the second term is nothing but the power capability or current rating or C rating of the battery. So the power capability, previous one is the power capacity, right? That is the what is the milliampere hour provided by the, that is for a particular hour, what is the amount of current provided by the particular battery is represented by power capacity. So here the power capability means what is the amount of current that battery can deliver, right? For 1 hour, what is the value of current that particular battery will provide, right? That is represented by C rating. So if you are considering the battery with a rating of 1000 milliampere hour, means it is the power capacity. 1000 milliampere hour is the power capacity. So after dividing the 1000 milliampere hour for 1 hour, we can get the current rating, right? If we are dividing the power capacity by 1, that is the 1000 milliamps by 1, right? Means by 1, it gives 1 amps, so that the C rating will be 1C. So a battery with 1000 milliamp capacity will have the C rating of 1C, which means that the battery has the capacity of delivering 1 amps of current at a constant voltage. So normally the voltage will be constant for all the batteries, and the C rating will differ depending upon the number of hours used for the battery for the particular application. So if the battery has 10C, means what it means, the battery having the capacity to provide 10 ampere current. So C rating means the capacity of the particular battery to provide the current to the load, that is called C rating of the battery. And normally the nominal voltage will be represented on the battery itself. So see this battery, we are having the specification, that is 1.2 volt. So it represents the nominal or fixed or rated voltage of the particular battery or cell. Okay, so the next specification is the power density, right? So the power density, the power capacity of the battery for a given mass of volume. So actually already I said that the cell or battery is nothing but it is used to convert chemical energy into electrical energy, right? Inside of the cell some chemical reaction will occur. According to that, if you are connecting the load outside the battery, means automatically due to the chemical reaction we are getting the electrical energy, so that the load will be operated. So here the power density means for particular mass of chemical composition, we are getting the power from the battery, that is called power density. So the power density means the power capacity of the battery for a given mass of volume, right? So for example, that uh, that is 100 watt hour per kg, it represents for 1 kg, that is 100 watt hour per kg, right? So 100 watt hour is the power capacity of the battery per kg. So 1 kg of chemical composition inside of the battery, it provides 100 watt hour of power capacity. So depending upon the mass of chemical composition inside of the battery, we are getting the power capacity from the particular battery, right? So that is the power density. So these are all the some important technical terms used in the battery. Apart from that, there are a lot of terms are used. So these four terms are mostly used, and it's also very very important terms according to the battery used for the particular applications, right? And next we will see, already I said that cell means what? It is used to convert chemical energy into electrical energy. Okay, so if the cells are connected in series means what it is called battery, right? So the battery means the cells are connected in series or parallel, okay, according to the requirement, right? So if the cells are connected, and here see this diagram, here this is the positive terminal of the cell and this is the negative terminal of the cell. This is positive and this is negative, and here this is positive and this is negative, positive and negative. So what is the series connection? The positive terminal of the battery will be connected to negative terminal of another one cell, and the positive terminal of the cell is connected to negative terminal of another cell, and positive is connected to negative, that is end to end connection, and we are taking the one terminal outside, right? So this is called series connection. Positive negative, positive negative, positive negative are continuously connected, end to end connection, and this is called series connections. So here that each cells are having the capacity. So actually here I am taking the cell, the single cell is having the capacity. What is the capacity? That is the 1.5 volt and the 2500 milliampere hour is the rating of the particular one cell, right? So here the same rating of the cells are connected in series. Okay, what will happen? There are 4 cells are available, so that multiply 1.5 volt into 4. These are all connected in series. If we are connected in series means it will improve the voltage, right? So the 1.5 volt into 4, it gives 6 volt output. But the power capacity, that is the amount of current provided for a particular hour, is doesn't change, it remains same, right? So we want to get the more voltage means we are going to connect the cells in series so that the voltage will be improved, but the power capacity, current remains constant. The current provided for a particular hour remains constant, only the voltage will be improved, right? Suppose I want to get the more current from the same battery. Okay, what to do? Just we are going to connect the cells are in parallel, right? If you are connecting the cells in parallel, the current will be improved but the voltage remains same, right? So here see these 4 cells, each cells are having the rating of same 1.5 volt and the 2500 milliampere hour. Suppose I am connecting the cells in parallel means all the positive terminals are joined together, and all the negative terminals of all the cells are joined together, and finally we are getting the terminal as the output, right? So if the cells are connected like this, the parallel connection, that is improve the current, that is the current rating is 2500 milliampere. 4 cells are connected in parallel, so that we are multiplying 4 into 2500, it improves the power capacity into 10,000 milliampere hour, but the voltage remains constant. So to get more current, all the cells should be should be connected in parallel. We want to improve the voltage, all should be connected in series, means we can improve the voltage but the current remains same. So these are all information about how the cells are connected in parallel and series, and if we are connected in series, what will happen, and if we are connected in parallel, how the current will be improved. Okay, so until up to this we have seen what is battery cell and what are the different sizes of cells are available, and based on the size, uh, what are the places we are using, we are using that different sizes of cells. And finally we have seen the technical terms used in the battery, and if the cells are connected in series and parallel, what will happen. So these are all information about the battery size, and their capacity and usage. So in my next video about basic working principle of battery and types of battery. So for more videos, subscribe our channel Triple Encyclopedia. Thank you so much.